I choose to be that person. I'm going to be that. So I already signed my name. That's going to be me. During the competition, I completely changed my whole life. I put up way more numbers than I ever have. I got gifted so many things because of that, dude. We ended up winning the bigs. They sent me to Tahiti, gifts like Louis Vuittons, all these things. I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, all I had to do is like go all in.
My name is Austin Tucker, and I'm on a mission to find the best come-up stories in the world. Everyone talks about success, but no one talks about the in-between. The mess, the risk, the doubt. I'm here for the people who made it anyway and are willing to tell their stories honest, unpolished, and real. These are the Breakout Bunch.
I'm here with Carlos. Man is a killer in the door-to-door solar world. Crazy industry that I actually so happen to have jumped into myself at one point. But this guy's the most humble, nicest man that I had the pleasure of meeting while I was out here in Boston. So I appreciate you taking the time off the doors. You could have been making money, but love you, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, dude. I wanna first definitely give you your flowers, dude. I think this is really cool for you to like set this whole thing up and you know, chase a dream that you have and to give back and just connect and network. And so shout out to you, man, for doing that. So I'm super humble and thankful to be here.
I
My first
appreciate
podcast, dude. This is crazy.
I know, right? It's fun. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, like, obviously you had a whole life before you were working in the solar world. Like, what was kind of like your upbringing, like your first job? Like, where did it all start?
Yeah, dude. So I was born in Mexico, and at the time my mom married my stepdad, and there was two different choices of where to live. So it was either we moved to Germany or the U.S.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's very different.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I was 9 at the time, and keep in mind, like my whole family was there.
Right.
My dad, my grandmother, we all lived together too, right? In like Mexican culture, everyone lives together till they're like, I don't know, 80, then they die.
A big household
Yeah.
kind of people.
Yeah. And so we ended up almost moving to Germany. We actually visited there. And then like last couple weeks before actually moving there, my stepdad got a better job offer here.
Okay.
And so we ended up moving over here instead and, you know, packed up a lot of things. I knew no English at all. I remember like we drove here too. We drove from Mexico to Haverhill, Mass.
That's a big drive.
Dude, it took 3 days.
Like, what part of Mexico?
The center of Mexico, Guanajuato.
That's
center
far.
of Mexico.
That's crazy.
Dude, far.
Like, all your shit, or like you
No.
guys bought everything here once you got here?
We basically bought all the things here, but the whole van was packed. I remember it was like a gold minivan we had. It was my two little brothers, myself, my stepdad, and my mom, and just 3 days, dude, just cruising. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what is going on, dude? Like, I mean, think about it. I'm like, you know, 9 years old. And I'm like, where's my family? Where am I going? You know, I had this like outlook on my stepdad that he was like evil, taking me away from my family.
Well, it's like totally unknown. Like, Mexico and America are not very similar. I'm sure it like really was like, what the hell? Where am I?
Yeah. And I remember we got there the first night. And I remember it was nighttime and it was snowing. I've never seen snow, dude. I'm like, what?
Is it snow in
What is
Mexico?
this? Where am I? And you know, it was a time in my life where it was like kind of like this fork in the road where I kind of had a lot of resentment towards my mom, my stepdad, even my family back home. Like, how would you let me go? Like, it's so crazy. But fast forward, dude, you know, it actually turned out to be the best thing for me.
Yeah.
And went to school. I was never really good at school. I just kind of didn't like the idea of like studying things I didn't really care about.
It's crazy. That's been a huge common denominator from everyone I've talked to so far.
Dude, yeah. Like, why am I
Most
learning?
entrepreneurial people are not school people. It's just fact.
I'm like, bro, science is cool, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I like anything, I'll go on YouTube. But yeah, throughout high school, man, I was just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, but school isn't for me, right?
Yeah.
So right out of high school, I went, and obviously I had some jobs. Like my first ever job was Burger King. I was 16.
BK.
And, BK, dude. I bought my first
Shout out to
car.
the Whopper.
Dude, shout out to the Whopper, bro.
Dude, land of the free, home of the Whopper.
Oh, bro. I remember going back there, dude, just creating my own junction of food and just like burger this big. I got so fat, dude. I like literally so
Which is
fat,
crazy because
bro.
you're like such a fit dude now. Like, you changed your life in many ways.
Dude, so fat, bro. But yeah, I just kind of started building that way, and you know, I did every type of job. I worked at like at a place where like if there was like fires, we'd go and like insulate them with like a bunch of chemicals. I worked at like a tire shop. I ended up being in a restaurant as I got into my 20s, right?
Okay.
And then obviously, like, have you worked at a restaurant before?
No.
So when you work at a restaurant, man, it's just like one of those things where it's tough to leave.
Right.
Because
It's quick, fast, easy money.
quick, easy money. You leave, you have cash, and like you interact with people, you have friends there, and you kind of shoot the shit, you know. So I was there for 5 years,
Yeah.
and during the 5 years, you know, I knew that I wanted to do something else because I knew I wasn't making money, and I was 25. I was like, dude, what am I doing with my life?
Well, and like, I don't know if this is the same dynamic, but I know in a lot of like Hispanic households, it's a lot of like everyone pulls their money together to take care of each other and stuff. Is it kind of the same dynamic? Like, were you helping out the family, or was like your money, your money?
No, yeah, I was helping out my mom a lot, you know. I'm the oldest of my brothers. I have 2 other brothers that are younger. And so for me, you know, I always want to take care of my mom. You know, my mom sacrificed a lot by moving here.
Yeah.
She also, you know, left her whole family too to give us a better life.
Right.
You know, so for me, it was like, I want to make sure I give back. And I knew I needed to find something else. And it was actually COVID 2020 when everything shut down, obviously. And, you know, during that time, I realized, okay, like, you know, this is my chance to finally get out and find something.
So like, how much were you making, like roughly pre-COVID?
30 grand a year.
That's crazy.
30 grand a year. And dude, at the time.
So you're living at home at this time, I'm assuming.
I'm living at home.
Yeah.
Right. I'm 25. I'm living at home. I'm not really spending much on anything. You know, my car was paid off at the time. I got like a old Jetta. But my idea of like what money was just different than what it is now.
Right.
I could live with 30 grand a year at the time and be comfortable.
Now, were you like feeling like you weren't doing enough for anything? Like, what was like the moment like when you really wanted to go after something? Like, that's an uncomfortable position to be in.
Yeah, I think, dude, what it was is I felt stagnant.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the worst type of feeling is when you're not like evolving. And I knew there was more to me, dude. I'm like, I know there's something about me that I can really like use. I love people. I love interacting with people. I just really need to use it. I just didn't know how. I didn't know what path to take. It was overwhelming, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
And even though like school isn't your thing, like you're incredibly smart. And like when you put your mind to something, like I've seen you, like you know more about it than most people. So like there's something in you that like could go so far.
Yeah, and that's what the crossroad was for me, right? I knew there was something, I just didn't know the road to it.
Yeah.
You know? And what happened was I went to the beach. It was during COVID. I went to the beach. I saw a friend of mine that I haven't seen in years, dude. I haven't seen this person in so long. And I was like, he was like talking to me. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, man. I think sales would be cool. I feel like sales, you can make good money. I feel like I'd be good with it. Do you know anybody? And he was like, yeah, dude, I know this guy that does solar. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever it is, I just want to get my foot wet.
I love that because so many people just hear sales and they're just like, you know, scumbag used car salesman vibes. And you were just like, I don't care. Like, I just want something that can give me some sort of like vehicle to get where I want to be.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do, just to explore.
Yeah.
You know, and if that didn't work out, then I tried something else. You know, and long story short, dude, he connected me with where I'm at now, and I got this like light bulb moment where I was just like, I went to the first meeting and just like being around all these people and seeing what they drive and how they talk and what they talk about. I'm like,
Dude, the Sunrun meetings are crazy.
Crazy. Dude.
Like my first meeting was when someone lost a bet, so they had to get their armpit waxed and then do a shoey out of someone's shoe. And I'm like watching this guy drink a beer out of a high top with his armpit getting waxed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then like there was a ceremony of like the king died because his record got beat, and they're bringing out like a coffin, and there's like a mariachi band. I'm like,
what
this is the
dude?
craziest thing I've ever done. The second meeting was the Biggs party at the club.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys are making money.
Where
like,
am I?
We're at like, it got to be like a $20,000, $30,000 party
Yeah.
for a sales office, and
Yeah.
that's when I was like, I was pretty sold.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do such a good job with that, dude. That the culture that they're able to just kind of show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you saw it, dude. You know what it's
It's electric.
It's
Like,
electric.
no pun intended. Electric.
Electric. Shout out Solar.
Yeah, shout out Solar. Powered by the sun.
Powered by the sun. Let's go. But
So your first meeting, you're all in.
I'm all in, dude. I'm all in.
This is during COVID? Like, you're wearing...
It was during COVID, dude. So we had to wear masks. This was like right in the transition of like we can knock doors, but you have to stand 6 feet away.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And what's crazy about it, dude, is when I first got the job, I didn't know it was door to door.
No.
I had
feel
no
like most
idea.
people don't.
I'm like, so wait, and I didn't realize that door to door was still a thing. I'm like, wait, people still do that?
Dude, guerrilla marketing is still a tried and true form of advertising. Like, it's never going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, obviously now I realize that.
So, like, you find out it's door to door, you, like, kind of a little skittish at that point. Like, I don't know if this is for me, because, like, it's scary.
Dude, it's so scary.
Like, the first, like, week is, like, a real make or break for most people, because, like, it's terrifying.
Do you remember your first door?
I do. It's actually recorded. Daniel recorded the whole thing, and he was actually like, I thought you were gonna fail so hard that you did great.
Wow.
And like I did actually do pretty decent, but I came from sales. Like
Right.
I was already 5 years into sales at that point, so I wasn't afraid of making a pitch. I was afraid of looking this person in the eye and then them slamming their door in my face and me messing up the pitch. So like I did okay, but I've heard some door pitches where I've been like, oh, you like really dropped the ball on that.
Big time, dude. Big time.
But like, what was your experience like that first week? Because
you know what
like, they tell you, get out there tomorrow, like tonight,
Yeah,
basically. Like,
they throw you in the fire, dude.
Yeah.
Like you go out there and you you know, at the time the training wasn't as good as it is now, so it was like, hey, this is what we do. These are the right words to say. Go and try it. So for me, like at the time, dude, I was excited though at the same time. So I'm like, dude, you're telling me I can make $100,000 off of this job?
Yeah.
I've never thought about making $100,000. That's so crazy to me. So there's this like level of excitement where like it didn't matter what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to connect with people and then figure it out.
You had just like the right mindset.
Exactly. And that's what I think a lot of people have is in the beginning, they're very excited. So they're just like, dude, I'm not worried about, you know, cancellations, all these things, like people saying no. They're just like, I just want to get out there and like see what happens.
Yeah.
There's a level of curiosity, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, dude, it was like that for a little while. It took me a little bit of time to like really understand like why I was there and what I was doing.
Well, and even beyond that, like there's a sales cycle. You're not used to not getting paid for a month or two at the time, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So like that's a big like leap of faith, I feel like. And it's hard. Like, did you have a savings or anything?
I had nothing, dude.
So like, how did you make it through that first month or so where like you're not getting a paycheck?
You know what it was, dude? I think I had a type of lifestyle that was very like I didn't do much, and I lived with $30,000. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of like fine with whatever happens. If I can make more, this would be great.
Yeah.
So like, for me, the idea of just money was so like out of my mind. I didn't really understand how it worked, but it was tough, dude. I mean, I remember when I first got the job, my mom was like, and as a mother, obviously you're trying to protect your kids, but like my family was like, what are you doing, dude? You're gonna go get a sales job where it's 100% commission and it's all door to door. Like it's not gonna work out for you. And it wasn't like in a bad way, right? They're not trying to like put me down.
No.
They're trying to protect me.
Right.
So like hearing that, it kind of caused this like fire in me, dude, where I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like I see people like doing really well. Why can't I do it?
Yeah, this guy just pulled up in a Huracan. Like,
Yeah, dude. Like
the money's there.
the
It's
money's
not
there.
fake.
We're in the same spot too. They're doing the same thing I can do.
Yeah.
So why can't I do it? So that created this like idea of like, okay, dude, I can do it. Just put your mind into it and do what you're being told to do. Just go knock doors. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's
a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
Honestly, you can have the worst pitch, but if you knock the most doors, you can be
Yeah.
as successful as the guy who only needs to do 5.
1,000%, dude. If you go to a door and you're like, hey, you want free solar? Someone's gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
It might not work all the time, but
It won't, but it'll work eventually. And that's all that
not
matters.
one person. Yeah.
So, okay, so you're starting to get into this. You're starting to
Mm-hmm.
see some checks. And, like, what's going on in your head? Like, you're, like, starting to plan your future?
Yeah, so I mean, the first year I made $78,000, and dude, I mean, going from 30 to 78 grand
Big
was
deal.
just, I felt so like I'm like, whoa, dude, I'm abundant. I'm
Yeah.
good. I have way more than I expected I ever have, right? So like, for me, and that's what's like kind of, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You make good money what you think it is, and then you kind of like slack off a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is my 5th year now doing it. So for the first 2 years, dude, I was just kind of coasting by. It was like, all right, do enough to make the team, make as much money to live a better lifestyle. But it was never like, I never had the mindset of like, yo, like take this shit serious and like really, really like push hard to make more money than you ever thought you could make.
It'll change your life.
It'll change your life, dude. So that was like that for like 2 years for me. And it got to the point where, during the bigs,
Yeah.
which is that big competition that we have every year.
It's crazy. The entire country competing with each
The
other.
entire country, dude. The entire country. And they take it so serious, too.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. A lot of puns in this one.
I love it. It's 2 so far. It's a big deal, dude. And actually, big starts in
This weekend, right?
2 days.
Yeah.
3 days. 2 days. And I sat down, man, and I remember having this one guy, Adam, the VP of sales, come in, and he had a training. And I realized I had a lot of people doing a lot of trainings that I always just kind of listened, but I never really like
Took it in.
took it in.
Yeah.
But that one time he had this training, dude, and he's just like, guys, like, there's always that one person that utilizes this competition to change your life. And I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what my frequency was at the time, but I was like, dude, I choose to be that person. I'm going to be that person. So I already signed my name. That's going to be me.
Yeah.
And since then, dude, like, during the competition, I completely changed my whole life. I put up way more numbers than I ever have. I got gifted so many things because of that, dude. We ended up winning the bigs. They sent me to Tahiti. I got a bunch of like gifts, like Louis Vuittons, all these things. I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, all I had to do is like go all in,
Yeah.
and that's it. Since then, dude, it's completely changed my whole life at work.
Well, and the Sunrun model is interesting because it's a lot of like mentorship and mindset and stuff like that. And I feel like that's not very common in a lot of industries. Like, how is like your mindset and like I kind of know a little bit about this stuff. Like your mindset, your health, like your mentality. Like, how has all of that together like changed how this job works for you?
Yeah, I think one of the many things I love about it is you're just surrounded with the people with the same goals, same like mindset, same frequency. So like these people that you're around, dude, they're making $1 million plus,
Yeah.
right? And that's selective to who you hang out with,
Right.
right? You can hang out with someone that makes 20 grand in a year. You're gonna do things that they do that are worth 20 grand a year. But if you find, if you're in a room and you're new and you're like, okay, they're making this much money, they're fit, they have this car, they have a house, let me go buy them. Being around those type of people, dude, it just happens naturally. I'm like, okay, so they go to bed at this time, they're eating this, they do this, they drink this much water. You eventually start to do the same thing because that's just who you're around. And so, dude, my whole life changed. Like, my awareness of everything that I do is so on point that, like, I'm very selective with, what I listen to, who I talk to, what I talk about, everything. And I wouldn't have gotten that if I was in this spot. So I'm
Right.
super thankful for that, dude, because you don't get that. So many places that you work at, it's just like everyone's for themselves and everyone's trying to make it in their own way. But like where I'm at, luckily, it's just like this group of people that's like, you hold each other accountable and there's so much love. That's what it is. It's like everyone truly cares about each other's success and you're just slowly building up and you're obviously like just like learning more and creating more. And dude, it's just completely changed my life.
Yeah, it's taking you a lot of places you probably never even thought you'd go to.
Dude, I didn't even know what Tahiti was. That's not even, it's just a trip.
Yeah, all you know is Mexico and Boston.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah.
So, I mean, outside of that, like, what was your like once you finally broke through like the support phase of like your parents starting to like see like, oh, like this is working? Did like a lot of that dynamic change?
Yeah, big time, man. I gained so much respect, and just more love, man. And my mom always messages me saying, "Hey, I'm like beyond proud of you. Like
Yeah.
to see you, and I didn't live a tough life, childhood, right? I mean, obviously everyone goes through certain things, but luckily I had a good love for my mother, good friends, And so, but like knowing that like I took a chance, really gained so much love and respect, and I love just like, you know, giving back to my mom and giving back to my family, and knowing that I can take care of them, you know, if they
Right.
need me to. That's a sense of like
That's like your why.
responsibility. That's my why. I'm like, dude, the people I love, I want to make sure they're good, they're safe and healthy. That's everything. That's the reason why I continue to do what I do. You know.
Like, what were like the hardest parts of getting to where you are now? Like, what were like your big struggles and like, you know, ups and downs and stuff that kind of got you here?
Well, I think it's a lot of mental battles, dude. You know, I think it's a lot of things that, like for me, and this is what I'm learning about myself. Whenever I'm going through anything, I've always been the person that just like keeps things in. I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I don't like to express. I don't like to be the person that's just like not complaining, but just talking about things.
Right.
So for me, it's like a lot of mental battles that I realize, hey, dude, like you have a lot of people around you that care about you. Like utilize that. Like if you're feeling down, dude, call somebody. Like they're there for you. They genuinely want to take care and be there for you.
Right.
So it's just a lot of mental battles that you go through, and it's never gonna stop. That's the one thing I realized. Like, it's like, dude, this is going to continue to happen, as long as you're able to like know what to do with it, and you're gonna be fine. But yeah, man, it's a tough job, dude. It's a tough, you know, process, and a lot of responsibility on my mind for sure.
Well, and holding in your emotions in this specific job, like I remember, like rough days are rough, you know, through and through. Like just getting the mentality together to get on the next door,
Yeah.
just to potentially get yelled at when you're like down or
Dude.
mad or whatever. Like you have to overcome so much adversity in your own head before doing it for work on top of it. Like how have you handled that?
Yeah, and it's funny because I just came off of a 2-week rut where I wasn't getting anything, right? And like, I'm doing trainings for people that are like just coming in. So I'm going to the office and I'm like doing trainings, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm in my head, I'm like, well, I shouldn't be doing trainings. I haven't got anything in 2 weeks. So then that starts to build up, and you're like, oh my God. And then you go to the doors and you can't even get out of your car. You're like, dude, I don't want to go talk to this person. So you
sit there talking to your girlfriend a little bit
yeah,
longer.
I'm on Instagram.
yeah.
like, I should probably go home. I should probably go do something else.
It's already 6, like, you know what, the day's already gone.
It's Thursday, I might as well start Monday. So there's all these things that you like come across. And so it's just like fighting that type of frequency, like this like guilty sense of feeling, getting through that. It's just through action, dude. It's just like I realize, like, you know, however you feel, you're probably going to continue to feel that way if you continue to feed it. You know, but if you do the opposite, if you just like put in action and let things come to you, it's gonna work out. You know.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about what you do is you're your own boss. Like you have people to, you know, keep you accountable and report to and whatnot. But like, if you don't want to go out that day, you're not in trouble.
Yeah.
Like that's your decision, and we did a lot of that at one point. You know, it was a lot of whatever. It's a nice day out. The sun's out. We live across from the beach. Let's go play frisbee. But like, you know, it's that keeping an accountable part of it that you're just talking about. Like, you have a sales cycle that's 17 to 30 days typically, right? So you don't feel it immediately. You feel it in 2-3 weeks when you haven't hit a door, made a sale, or made enough sales, and you're like, you know, in that time, you're still making some big checks, but that was from last month's work.
Right.
So you take off a month, you might make some money, but the next month you're gonna make nothing.
Right.
And potentially a month after that, like it's gonna take you 2-3 months to rebuild back up what you were doing before.
Yeah.
Because like it's literally a pipeline.
Yeah.
Like the more water, starts coming through more and more as you keep feeding it. So, like you have to take care of that.
Right.
Or you can waste a whole quarter.
Big time, dude. And that's the thing about this job, and that I have so much pride in this, in what I do, man. Because number one, it's like, it's all door to door, it's cold door knocking. And
It's literally cold.
It's freezing, winter, dude. My fucking feet are numb.
Yeah, knocking in a Canada Goose.
Dude. And it's 100% commission.
Yeah.
So, right, it's like you have people that are there to help you and guide you and show you the ways, but if you're not making money, you're literally the only person to blame.
Right.
So those months where I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm slacking. Like, what am I doing? Like, the only person I can talk to is myself. And it's one of those things that, like, it's really cool because the opposite of that is when you're doing really well, you have such a, yes, bro, like, thank you.
Yeah.
Good job, like, working those months. Like, make sure, you know, those days that you wanted to go home and you pulled over and you talked to 3 more people. Like, those things add up.
Yeah.
You know, and having that, man, it's like you go through so many emotions, dude, and you have control of every single one of them because you don't want to blame.
Yeah, and I don't know how much money you have necessarily, but I know, like, you're not a big spender. Like, you're not a club guy. You're not, like, buying Rolexes and stuff. So, like, I'm assuming you have, like, a reasonable savings account. I know once you kind of hit that point, it's really easy to let your foot off the gas because you're like, I'm good. Like, I can live the rest of this year off of this money. But, you know, you want to compound that to, like you were saying, like, change your life, set up your life in the future. Like, were you ever in that position where you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, I got money.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized there's one year where, I think the third year in, I made $225 at the time. And when I got it, dude, I was like, because in my mind before I made that, I was like, once I reach 200 grand, I think I'll be happy. I think I'll be good.
Yeah.
And then you go and reach it, and as soon as you're there, within maybe a couple of days, that feeling goes away.
Right.
So you're like, okay, so it's not the money that I'm reaching for. And that I then realized, like, okay, I can make all this money. There's always going to be more that I want to make, right? You reach a goal and you're like, oh, I could have made this. I could have made that.
Right.
So that's when it clicked for me where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to focus on other ways that I can, like, feel better about. And that's through just, like, you know, become a better leader at work. You know, right now I'm taking care of the people that are coming in, the new people. So, like, knowing what I went through and knowing that they're in the same spot and I can teach them the ways, that gives me so much more fulfillment that the money will just come. You know, and so, like, there comes a time where, like, I'm like, dude, yeah, but, like, my bank account is looking pretty good. I don't really have to work. But then there's the chat where it's like everyone's posting and I'm not posting.
Yeah.
Like, that holds me accountable. Be like, dude, I have to become a better leader. You know, so, like, those type of things that, you know.
It's a big lead by example company too. Like, anyone who is, like, up in upper management and stuff is doing, honestly, way better than anyone who's not in upper management, which is even more impressive. They have more workload and doing more sales.
Yeah.
And, like, I know, like, you have a goal to get to that next level at some point.
Yeah.
Probably every quarter you're like, I'm going to get there. But, like, it's cool that you have that same mentality of, like, I want to bring someone up from nothing. And a lot of salespeople in general, not even just in the solar industry, the ones that do the best are the ones that come from nothing. At least that's what I've kind of noticed. Because they have nothing to lose.
Right.
So they go after it, and they start seeing money that, like, maybe their whole family might not make in a year.
Right.
And they're going to do it in a month or something.
Right.
So you get to watch people grow the same way you grew, which is so fulfilling. I met this guy one time. I was doing valet during COVID. Times were really tough before I came to Boston. Pulls up in a Rolls Royce. I'm like, what do you do? Like, I'm just interested, like, genuinely interested. And he's a government arms trainer. He has 17 passports. You're only allowed to have 2. So he asked me, like, what do you want to do? I was like, I just want financial freedom. Like, I want to be wealthy. He's like, that's stupid. Name something else. I want to be able to buy back my time. He's like, that's stupid. I want to be able to provide for my family. That's stupid. All these things are all financially motivated. And when you get to a certain level, money doesn't matter. It doesn't make you happy. You need a real why. And that's, like, when I kind of changed my mindset into, like, I want to make someone who is, like, average, above average, whatever, somewhere in between. I want to make them a millionaire. Like, someone that, like, would never even see the opportunity in themselves.
Wow.
And that's kind of been my why. And it, like, changed a lot of things. And, like, you're kind of, like, doing the same thing. Like, you want to change someone's life in an indirect manner.
Right.
Because really, it still comes down to them. If they don't put in the work, everything you do doesn't matter.
Right.
But it's your job to kind of get them
Show them, yeah.
moving and show them the way
Yeah.
and show them what's possible so they can achieve these goals, which is basically you providing that life for them.
Right. Wow, man. Yeah, and I think that you get so much more fulfillment that way. You know, especially when people, you know, reach out to you and like, dude, like, thank you so much for, like, you know, calling me, for being there. It's just like, it gives you a higher sense of purpose, you know, because, like, the money's like, cool, dude, yeah, like, you can maybe go on more trips, buy more things, but it's just like instant gratification almost. You know, that's what this job.
And it wears
teaches you.
off.
Yeah, and it wears off, dude. That's what this job too is a lot of delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting paid for like a month.
Yeah.
You know, it's like then you get paid. You're like, okay, cool. You know, but the same thing with this job, and that's what's teaching me so much. And there's a huge shout out to the people above me, man. And you know them. It's just like people that have the same mindset. And you know, Don says this all the time. And he says that you don't earn your way to $1 million, you learn your way to $1 million.
I like that.
And I'm like, wow, dude. And one thing I love about him is that he's consistently learning, consistently reading books, audiobooks, podcasts of how to become a better leader, like how to gather a team of people and move them.
One of the biggest things I respected about him is, like, I have a ton of respect for Don. Honestly, if I can get Don on this podcast, like, that would be like a huge milestone for me. But he'll take advice from someone who just came on. Like, I remember I was knocking with him one time, and I said something. It wasn't even a good pitch. Like, nothing good was about it, but I said one thing. He was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm going to use that. And I'm like, you're going to use it from the guy who has, like, 3 installs.
Wow.
But, like, it's being able to put your pride aside to know that, like, you can learn from anyone at any level.
Yeah.
They don't have to be with you at the top. Like, you just need to be open to listening to people.
Right.
And he's, like, amazing at that.
Yeah.
And he wants to lift people so well.
Yeah.
This isn't just an advertisement for Don, but, like...
Shout out Don, man.
Shout out Don.
He's a good dude.
Big Don guy.
Yeah.
But, like, he's made so many millionaires.
Yeah.
And, like, you'll probably be one day, pretty soon, I
I
hope.
will, man. Yeah. It's funny. He was telling me this the other day. Another Don story. He had his daughter's birthday party, and daughter's like maybe 8, 9 years old, and his daughter's friend said something I don't know what it was, something about time management, and Don's like, "What did you just say?" And she's like, thinking she's in trouble, and he's like, "No, you're not in trouble. Well, what did you say?" And she said what it was. I forget what it was, and he's like, "Say it one more time." She says it, writes it down in his notes from an 8-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's so amazing, bro. The fact that you're just like not letting your ego get in the way. Because, dude, this guy he's set.
He's
good
set
to go
forever.
And I admire that, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, man. Like, there's so many people that think they know everything. And they're blocking so much from coming in that's like, dude, like, everyone's consistently learning to try to get better. You can learn from anybody if you really want to.
Yeah, and anyone who's close-minded like that will never grow to a level that, you know, like Don or any wealthy person is, because, like, everything is constantly changing. You can't be stuck in your way. Like, you'll literally become stagnant. And that is probably the scariest thing an entrepreneur can do is stop learning and stop trying new things and implementing new stuff that could potentially take you to a next level that you didn't know existed.
Right. Yeah.
And you always got to be different from the next guy. If you're the same as everyone else, like,
you're
not
just
gonna
part
make-
of the, yeah. No, you want to find a way to stand out.
So, I mean, obviously you're doing pretty well now. What's your, like, goals going forward? Like, you want to get into real estate, a big investment portfolio. Like, what's your plan to do with this money that you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty big into Bitcoin lately. I've been investing a lot into that. Real estate is obviously, and we've been talking about it for a while now. Something I want to obviously get into. I mean, I want to own, you know, in the future, in the next 5 years, you know, maybe say like 10 units.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
So like 2 a year.
2 a year, dude. And I think it's very doable as long as I put my mind to it and I have a set plan, you know? Because I know that, and I see it from everybody else, you know, they're able to just do more things that they truly want to do without having this anxiety of money, you know? And I think that's going to bring out the best of me. It's going to make me feel more myself and more free. And it's just, you know, real estate is king. Man.
Real estate's made so many people millionaires.
Yeah.
And it's really, like, it holds its value. It almost always is going up. People wouldn't buy real estate if it didn't have appreciation.
Right.
So even if something went south, you know, you basically have a big old piggy bank made of brick out there.
Yeah.
When it comes to recruiting people, obviously that's something you're super into. Like, you make money off of it. Like, you get fulfillment out of it. What are you looking for in someone who wants to follow your path? And, like, how would they achieve that?
So whenever I see someone, whether it's like at a restaurant or you know, Amazon, anywhere I go, it's just the type of people that like are eager to continue to like push through whatever they need to do, right? So if I see someone in a restaurant and you know, they're very authentic and they really like push themselves to like give the best service to the people, I'm like, okay, that person, their ego's not in the way, right? And so I see that, I'm like, okay, I think people that are willing to learn is super valuable, dude, and it's so rare, you know?
Yeah.
So I think like finding the type of people that are willing to see more than what they have, and it's one of those things where like I tell people like, hey, this job's not easy, but if you feel like you see more to yourself in life and you don't want to be like capped, right? And you like a good challenge, like come try it out. See if you like it. You know, if it's not for you, it's okay. Give it 6 months, but whenever I see people that do very well, or the people that are taking notes, the people that are calling, asking questions, that don't let the ego get in the way of like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Which is crazy because that mindset, for some reason, is a mindset of people that don't make a lot of money typically.
Yeah, dude.
Like they're almost like talking themselves out of the opportunity.
Like I've had so many people, or we've seen so many people that are coming in from like, you know, 10 plus years in car sales, right?
Yeah.
And they come in and they're, dude, I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm good to go. We're trying to like
Like
teach
sell
them.
anything.
Yeah, anything, bro. And we're trying to teach them, and it's like they're not allowing the information to come in, and the ego's like getting in the way, and then they start to blame everybody else, saying it's their fault.
Yeah.
You know. So I think it's just people that are. It's like there's something in your mind that's kind of like, am I happy? Like, do I see myself like doing this? Like, do I feel like there's more to me? Like, those are the type of people that like I always try to like reach out to and like have them like think about it and question it, and then come check it out. You know, because you never know, dude. And you don't have to be the best salesman either.
No.
That's crazy.
You just need to be consistent
Yeah.
and enthusiastic about
Yeah.
the potential
of what could be.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I love about certain people that come into this. Like the quietest person sometimes, and they're like, I don't know, sales might not be for me, but I'll try it out.
Yeah.
And then eventually they break apart, and they're just like the best person in their own way. That's what's so cool about it.
I think the other cool thing that I saw a lot of was people who left high-paying jobs. High-paying to the, you know, to the general public.
Right.
You know, 120, 150 grand a year, which is like a decent life, you know.
Yeah,
You're
for
not
sure.
balling in Boston or California, but like most of the country, like 150 grand, like you're pretty good.
Good life. Yeah.
But even those people with families and a house, and like they have everything to lose, they'll take a jump. And most of them stick around and like they double, triple their salary and become something really impressive. But like, this goes to show there's always more than what you think is out there.
Right.
And really it comes down to being in sales.
Sales
Or some sort of business. Like you need to work for yourself.
Right.
Because, you know, something I've talked with a couple people about on here is like the feeling of stability. And a lot of people look at what we do. We're in different industries, but we have the same thing, 100% commission. You never know when your next check's going to be. But like I feel more stable in my job now than I did working for someone and potentially getting fired or them going under or whatever. Like how do you feel when it comes to like stability in your life, even though there's technically none? It's all you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you said it right, dude. I mean, it's just like knowing that I essentially have the control, and knowing that I'm putting myself through it to know that I'm my own business.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if I've been doing this for quite some time now, I can apply that really anywhere I go, as long as I'm able to have that control. You know, and the idea of like having someone like tell me when to clock in, when to clock out, how much money I'm making, that's it. It's like, I hate that feeling. I feel like I'm in a box.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, can I come out? It's like, no. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But with this job, it's like, dude, I can go out there right now and for the next 4 hours, like really go all in and maybe come up with like 30, 40 grand just because of that.
Right.
And I choose to. Or I can say, you know what? I'm going to take the day off. I'm going to come hang out with my friends, go by the beach. I love that, dude. That type of flexibility. And obviously, like, you have to have a good balance and idea of what you're doing, though. Because some people that choose this way for too long or choose that way for too long.
Well, they both have downsides.
Exactly.
Honestly. The 24/7 knocking all day for 10 days,
dude,
you get burnt out so hard that
so
like
hard.
you start taking like a week or two off and like
Yeah.
you like go down a spiral.
Yeah.
But then also you can't get too obsessed with the beach.
Right.
Because then you don't go back to work because now
Yeah.
you're just like, I got the
Chilling.
beach.
I
I
got
got
a
the
tan.
beach.
Yeah.
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 So it's interesting how like balance is such a big deal,
Yeah.
or else like you can end up failing.
1000%, dude. You know, and then there's a lot of people in the office or just at work that are just in this idea that like their value of who they are as a person is directly connected to how they're performing. And that's such a bad like mental attack on yourself. It's like, dude, like just because you didn't get an appointment or someone closed or you didn't close anybody down this week, like you're not a bad person. You're not a bad salesman. Like don't feel down about it.
Right.
And that's the mental battles you have, you know, because then you go to the office and everyone else does well and you start comparing yourself. So it's like, it's a lot of things that you go through, but that comes with time and awareness. If you're not aware of it, then you're going to be in this battle of just like...
It's like almost like maturing.
Yeah, dude. And that's what I'm like excited for. I'm excited to see like where I'll be in the next 5 years with this, because I'm eager to continue to learn.
Yeah.
Like I want to evolve. I want to change. I want to be able to give back, dude. Like that's what I realized I love to do, is to be able to like take someone that's willing to do it, willing to learn, and teach them everything I have.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I learned from the people above me, and that's how it trickles down. You know, there's so much fulfillment in that.
Yeah, and you're so open to learning. Like it's actually like one of the things I admire about you the most.
Thanks, man.
Is just like you will take in anything and at least like give it the thought to like, is this for me or not? You're never just like, nah. Like, no, like someone's telling you it for a reason and they utilize that and they're probably above you at that point. Like it's probably sound advice.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't work for everyone, but like at least you give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll end on this. What's been your biggest year?
This last year I made 402,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like real. So money's starting to get like real now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I feel like that 200 mark, you start realizing how quickly you can spend that money.
Big time. The more you make, I feel like the more I spend too.
Yeah. Like and it starts dwindling just as fast as when you're making 100. But like you're kind of getting to the point where like, if you were spending 400 grand, you'd be like spending a lot of money. You're actively trying to spend that much money.
Yeah.
So it's incredible, like seeing you get to these points where like shit's real.
Thanks, man. You know what's crazy? So that year, last year, in the beginning of the year, I was gonna bring my notebook too. Every morning I do these affirmations, right? I will write in my notebook, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, I will make 400 grand. Every day, dude. Every day. And I go on my walks and I say it out loud. And throughout the year, I started to kind of like go down that path. And it's so wild, man, because towards the end of the year, I think I was at like 350. And it was like maybe a month and a half left on the year. And I was like, all right, well, I didn't make 400, but I got pretty close, which I'm happy about. I'm super excited about what's going on. And then somehow, some way, like these installs that were about to cancel came in through. And then by the end of the year, it was 402.
That's crazy. I do that same shit. I don't do it consistently, but I swear, the days that I look myself in the eye, because I think Don was one that told me this. You look yourself directly in the eye and you talk to yourself. And I would say like basically the same things. And those days I'd walk in the office and shit would just fall in my lap, like left and right all day. And it would be after like the worst day I ever had, where like I was like, shit, like deals are falling out left and right. This guy's screaming at me. This, fucking, I hate everything.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, pull myself together, speak to myself, and just have like a crazy day. Like on the way to the office, I get a call. We just bought a house.
Yeah, we
a
bought a
referral,
house.
whatever. Like things just start like popping in.
Yeah.
So like talking to yourself, it works.
It's crazy, dude. And I realized that a lot. It's like a lot of internal work that I always looked for external work, right? It's like, I want to learn about this. But it's like doing something like, for example, plant medicine. During ayahuasca, I learned that where I'm like, dude, like look within, like try to figure out how to like find the answers to your questions in your own mind, right? And that came through, meditation, through just writing things down and walking and like trying to like really kind of center myself. Because I do believe in the laws of the universe. And they're out there, right? And that's where the awareness comes from. It's like my goal is to utilize them and have that come to me instead of me chasing it.
You need to track them.
And track them, dude. Exactly. And so things like that, man, it's just so fascinating. And the things, it's never ending.
Yeah. And even like attracting things like you were saying, like when you feel that way and you have that energy, like you attract customers and potential recruits and whatever. Like, cause you're like, people are like, why is
You're
this
in
guy
flow,
so
bro.
fucking happy?
Yeah.
Like, is
Get
there
this
something
energy
wrong with
to
him?
you. Yeah, yeah. You're like, dude, what? You're like floating at the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild, but like attracting things through energy is like a crazy thing that I'm not super energy focused or anything like that, but like when you feel that way, like shit comes to you.
Dude.
And there's something, John Lattis, which is funny, I didn't even talk about this on our podcast, but he told me something when I first met him like 2-3 years ago. His statements, look good, feel good, sell good. And like, it's just factual. Like when you take care of your health, you're taking care of your mind, you're looking good, you're dressing right, like you don't look like a slob.
Yeah.
You like exert this energy and people will listen to you and come to you because like the same thing we were just saying, it's just like, I want to be like that guy. I want to be with that guy. I want to know what the hell is going on in his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just wild, but all right, if you had to give advice to someone, let's say they're not getting into solar or anything, they just want to do something with their life that's better than the 9-to-5 rat race and change their life, what would that be?
That's a good question, man. I would say you need to take time to first self-reflect, right? So like you need to have those moments to yourself where it's just quiet and question everything. Question what you believe in, question what other people believe in that's passed on to you, and really determine what you want, right? Like what you want out of life, where you see yourself in the next 5-10 years, and take risks, right? Whether that's sales, whether it's starting your own business, whatever it is, like the thing you don't want to do is like go through life stagnant and then regret what you wished you did.
Right.
And so that's why I love this job, man. 'Cause so many people take an opportunity that's like, very tough, but very fulfilling. And you see so much growth from them that they never even saw in themselves, you know? And
a lot of young people too. I
Dude,
think everything you're saying, if you do it at a young age, it compounds so much harder than when you're at 40. Like, take that risk while you don't have that family.
Right.
You don't have the house. You don't have anything to hold you back.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing this now versus a 40-year-old, like if you take your money seriously, you would compound 10 times what he could do in the rest of his life.
1,000%, dude.
In the time that you end to be 40. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And we have some like 18, 19-year-olds in the office.
Dude, they're going to be incredibly wealthy even if they quit in 3 years.
Dude, and I look at them and it's like, I think it was Alex Hormozy was talking about it, but it's like, they have something we don't have, and it's time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 31, this guy's 19 years old. I would die to go back to be in this opportunity at 19 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like the earliest you can like stop from like all the noise and like self-reflect and identify like, what do I want in my life? What do I think I'm good at? How can I utilize that? What type of people do I want to be around? Like, who do I want to, follow? What do I want to talk about? It's like those things are so much awareness that comes with it that like, I think just finding whatever it is, whether it's, sales, like I said, or business, like chase that, dude, and really take risks and believe in yourself, because you don't want to regret that down the line. That's like the worst feeling, I'm sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great, man. You're a wealth of knowledge.
Thanks, man.
I love hanging out with you in general. I had to come see you when I came to Boston.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here.
And being here in Revere Beach, which if anyone knows anything about Revere Beach, this is not the most beautiful beach in the world. But to me, this place holds a very special summer where I had no friends, and I ended up with like this group of friends that's just like crazy and like the most loving people.
Hell yeah.
And it's great. And anyone who says Boston people are assholes, you guys are all wrong.
Yeah, fuck you.
But, man, how can people support you?
I mean, if anyone wants to reach out just to chat, man, if anyone, is feeling that way where they feel stuck, if you want to just hop on a call, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk and just connect and guide you. If you guys want a job opportunity, reach out to me. I can connect you. And, I'm just here, whoever wants to connect.
I love how humble you are because you could have totally plugged a solar sale. And all you want to do is help someone.
If you want solar on your house, give me a call.
Yeah, you want solar, this is your guy. He's the best guy in the industry. But love the humbleness of I just want to help you grow. And that's exactly what we're looking for. But all right, man, let's go make some Dom steak sticks.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
To everyone who made it to the end, I appreciate you and all the support you've given so far. Stay tuned for weekly episodes, and if you know anyone who might be a good candidate for the show, please drop it in the comments below or shoot me a DM.